Here's something a little bit out of the ordinary for the year 2015. We're going to do a hot wires hike. By that I mean no LED. So this LED flashlight, which is part of my little PSK, is getting removed. We'll take a canteen. We're going to take a poncho because it might rain. We're going to take a little Maglight LED Solitaire, I believe, and a Surefire 6P, just the hot wires. No LED drop in. We're going to take a 1, 2, 3, 6 batteries. 6 batteries. What is it, 65 lumens, 60 minutes? I'm thinking 2-3 hours. God, this hike could cost me $6-7. And just batteries alone. I can see why people they didn't wait too long to move over to LEDs. You know, or other Surefires with LED modules. So it didn't take people very long to figure out, hey, you know, these LEDs are pretty cool. But let's just go retro, you know, see how this works out. I like the tint of the Incandescent. And oh, almost forgot my trusty Jeff White, Robert Jones Bushcrafter knife. Hopefully won't be needing that. So that's the stick. This is the Hot Wires Night Hike. Let's see what we got here. Houses up in there. Then we're going to go into the woods and pull away from people. All right. So we have a little bit of trouble. Okay. Well, this is not any good. This is not good at all. It's not good at all. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Even though there's just all rock, I don't know if everybody can see that. It's all rock. Spikes did a good job. Okay, all right. Nice, I don't know if it shows up, nice golden brown of a dying incandescent light. I think I can change up these batteries. I don't want to mix her up with the new ones. Yes, here's the Maglight, and I know. Okay. All right, I'm back in business. Look at that. Look at that. I'm back in business. Nice white. That's nice. That's very nice. Back powered up. That stream, it wasn't that big, but I couldn't see where the rocks were in it, you know. It's far enough along. There's a trail marker. Does a good job picking them out. Nice pretty area. Mountain laurels, hemlocks. I think it's time to head back. It's kind of like a trail junction spot of a couple different trails. I don't want to go that way. I want to go, nope, wrong color. I want to go back that way. So we'll go off. I want to make sure I have enough power. Maybe I can make it back in the second set of batteries. I hope I'll be back there before an hour so I can go across that stream. One of the things why light's so important when you're night hiking, even if you get night adapted, you get under these hemlocks, there's a lot of little ledges. Here the trail goes right along the river. Snowpack still there a little bit. So if you can't quite see your footage, slip, fall, then you're wet. Well, in this case, a little more than wet. You're soaked. So you want to, especially slick along here. Oh, there we are. Still good on the second set of batteries, though it's you're getting a little weaker. So you see right here, good example. I've got maybe I would say a foot. If I go too far, you see in the shadows, fall right in that water. The rock's right there. I can't see the bottom. It's maybe 3-4 feet. Sharp rock there. Southern light is good, even if people say you can become dark adapted. Even this incandescent light, it's keeping me difference between falling in, drowning, or getting soaked, and having a real cool night hike, you know? You can indeed hike with incandescent light. It's a little bit fun. I can see why people don't really use hot wires anymore, but I really like the tint. It was enjoyable. But I definitely, next time, as always, I'll be using the LEDs again. The only thing is, for a lot of the hike, I probably could have done without a light, but you get those areas, like I showed, right along the edge of a river, snowbank, or you're in hemlocks, you've got these rocks and this jumble of nonsense. I don't want to slip. Also, there's ice and there's slush and everything else under the sun out there. But the hot wire hike was kind of interesting, a little retro. Hope you all enjoyed it, and as always, thank you very much for watching. Hey everybody, it's the Walker. We're in the parking lot, which is the trailhead for this hike. Now, last winter, we did the incandescent hike. We used a Maglight Solitaire for 1x AAA. We used a Surefire 6P with incandescent drop-in, as comes from Surefire. There it is. Now, I really like the tint, how the incandescent looks. It doesn't have that LED alien abduction angry blue. It just looks nice and cherry. Kind of harkens back memories of the 70s. Also the 80s, and going into the 90s as well. For this hike, will be the LED side of the equation. We're going to use the same host. That is a Surefire 6P, but we have an M61WL. W stands for warm, L stands for lower output. It's a bit lower output than the standard model, which is the M61. However, the tint is very similar. Very similar. Is it exactly the same? Well, let's see. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. But of course, we're going to have longer run times and more lumens, even with the model that has a reduced output. So I'm not worried, unlike the other hike where I ran out of batteries, I had to replace the batteries, I'm not worried about it this time. And for the 1x AAA, we've got this little, this is a Leatherman S1, but it's really Fenix EO1 with a clicky switch. That's all that is. I figured we might as well keep the hike the same number of lights. I know as of now, Maglight makes an LED solitaire. I think they do. I don't have it, so that'll be a good LED representative, the one I got right here, of 1 times AAAA, AAA. All right, we'll start the hike, see how it works out. We're using just these 2 lights. Hey everybody, well we're 2 miles into this hike. This is the 6P with the M61W. Here is the little EO1 Fenix with a clicky. You can see the difference. That one's kind of blue. That one's kind of warm. Both are LEDs. There we go. This has been going good. I got no real, it's same brightness when I left, but that's kind of to be expected. LED technology and all. Also, very similar tint and that nice, wonderful, warm glow of the incandescent. Well, you know, it's pretty cool. So, nice, a little wider beam. A little wider beam, I'm going to say, than the P60 drop-in, the Surefire incandescent drop-in that goes in the 6P, but more output, and the output, it doesn't seem to drop. So it's kind of interesting seeing these 2 lights, different theories. Bluish purple, warm. I guess maybe you can have your cake and eat it too, but you know, not everybody's into this stick. It's not everybody's bag, so I happen to like it. Alright, we're going to continue this hike. We've got another 6 miles to go, so we're going to push on. Now that is an impressive wolf tree. Right out in the middle of nowhere. The size of that thing, just for scale. That's big. Go all the way up. That's impressive. Very impressive tree. About cruising. That looks like a, oh gosh, what are you? Huh. Not even sure the species. Probably an oak. Probably an oak. That's obviously a hemlock right there. No question about that. You are a hemlock. See a fallen branch. You had some big winds here earlier today. I actually was going to cancel this hike. I don't like hiking out in the woods when you got 45 mile per hour gusts. I mean, if I'm out in the woods camping, there's nothing I can do about it. But if I can make a decision, if it's really, really, really windy, I prefer not to go. Mostly fallen tree branches, stuff like that. Way off the trail. Am I off the trail here? Let me think. That's obviously the trail. Really no drama. Another hike, I remember batteries running low, holding the solitaire in my mouth as I'm trying to change the batteries. Here, it's all the same. I can definitely see why LEDs won out. On our hike still, it's doing good. It's doing good. By now, my P60 would have been pretty much down. This, however, same output. I can't distinguish any difference. I think the runtime on it is 5 hours regulated, and then goes into a diminishing output, otherwise known as a direct drive. Now, you know, you see a lot of flashlights, they'll say 200-300 hours runtime or whatever. Gosh, this has got to be putting over 100 lumens. I'll check the stats later on it, but I bet you it's probably at least over 100. That's constant brightness at that rate, not you know, 1-2 lumens. So the runtime is comparable to any of those fancy dancy multi-mode Chinese flashlights, which I have plenty of. But pro side being, very reliable operation. Momentary on, twisty, solid on. So there's really no, it's a twisty switch, there's really not much to go wrong. And the head, the engine inside, is epoxied in. It's called potted. So I can drop it. And also the battery is protected by 2 springs. There's a spring on the engine and there's a spring on the tail. So if you drop it, battery's not going to smack into the board. It's not going to smack into the tail. So you can mount this on a gun. No problem. No problem at all. I guess it's time for me to pack it in. It's only 3.5 miles in right now, but the wind's starting to pick up. And figure that means I got 3.5 miles to go back, so the whole hike will be, well, if my math is right, 7 miles. So a mile short from the 8 miles I wanted, but it is what it is. I'd rather just pack it in. What I will, I'll fast hike the this part of the trail. Go up, there's a dirt road part of the trail. I'll go on that section. I will, gotta watch those roots. And I will, that's why I'm gonna fast walk, not jog this part. And then I will jog with my full pack that other section. I should go by very quickly. Just do a 2-mile jog on that area. Okay, and thanks a lot for watching the LED portion of the Incandescent versus LED Smackdown. Here's a wrap-up. Incandescent, Surefire, and the Surefire with the M60WL Malkoff LED drop-in. Obviously, run times are better. Tint with the W, XPG. I don't know the exact what they designate for W as far as the bin goes or all that other stuff, but it is definitely a warmer tint, so it matches the Incandescent very well. Now, why would I choose a Surefire with this one mode drop-in as opposed to multi-mode flashlights? I've got a couple of them. There's one right here. Well, if you take a look at the electronics, you'd see that they're completely potted. It's all one chunk. You could drop this, it is not going to break. These electronics are not. I mean, this is not to say this is a bad flashlight. This is a Fenix TK20. In fact, one of my favorite ones. But, you know, this is the ultimate, in my opinion, in reliability. And that's why often I take it. So that's the gist of it. Maybe consider getting, if you have a Surefire, it's definitely worth an LED upgrade, in my opinion. And if you're going to get an LED upgrade, why not get the best? Or one of the best, anyways. Alright, well, thanks for watching the comparison hikes using Incandescent and LED. And as always, thank you very much for watching.